Hey guys, what's up? This is Ugly Kid back with another video. Before this video gets started, if you please leave a comment on this video, any other video, go into reading your comments video, 100% guaranteed. So please go do that. But today we are going to be talking about the Chiefs at Raiders game. Big game, especially for a Broncos fan watching on in. So we're gonna be talking about that. But before we get into it, I have this little setup thing going on. Von Miller's right here. My family is moving around furniture because we're getting a new flooring. So, tell me what you guys think about it. I'll have it for like around 1-2 weeks, something like that. We'll see. But, we are going to get right into this. Alright, so first I'll just say my perspective on the game for a Broncos fan. I just want to say it's really weird this week that both AFC teams, like there's two games this week, the Chiefs Raiders and then the Broncos Chargers. So all of the AFC West teams are playing each other, which is kind of weird, but kind of interesting at the same time. But this is going to be a very interesting Thursday night football game. A lot of Thursday night football and Monday night football games have been kind of boring in my opinion, just as a Broncos fan. So I'm actually glad to see a game I'm actually excited about. So as a Broncos fan, you don't want to root for either of these teams, but I'm going to be having to root for the Raiders today because if the Raiders win, we will be closer to winning the division. Some Broncos fans are actually cheering for the Chiefs because they just want the Raiders to be pretty much done with for the season. And yeah, so this is going to be a very interesting game. Why I think it's interesting is Kansas City is coming off their first loss. Raiders were lost to the Chargers last week, so it'll be interesting to see how they bounce back as well. And they will be playing in the black hole in Oakland, so it's not completely one-sided for the Chiefs because most people are picking the Chiefs to win. Of course. So yeah, but I'm gonna be rooting for the Raiders, and for you, so of course the most of the people that watch my channel are Broncos fans, but the second most people that have a favorite team their favorite team is the Raiders, which is kind of weird for some reason, because they're pretty much our biggest rival. More Kansas City is more of a rival this year, but Raiders were supposed to be our bigger rival, but they are not doing that great this year. But it'll be very interesting to watch this game. Alright, so I'm going to be guessing MVPs for both teams, guessing who's going to win, and the score of the game. So we're going to start. I really, really, really hope the Raiders can win, but I don't think they're going to. I think the Chiefs are going to win, sadly. But if the Raiders win this, man, I will be so happy. I don't know if I'll make a video on it. Probably not. But I will be so happy if the Raiders can pull this game out. So very happy because we definitely need Kansas City to lose as much as possible to try to actually win this division. I think if we don't win the division, we'll get a wild card spot. But you never know. With all these road games, and Simeon not playing that great, and a game like we had against the Giants, we need all the losses that we can get within the division. So I think the Chiefs are gonna win, but what I think the score will be, this is a little hard. I'm actually gonna say that this game is gonna be close. I think a lot of people disagree with me on that one, but I am going to say it's something like 17-10 Chiefs. So two touchdowns for the Chiefs and then one field goal. I'm going to say that both of the touchdowns are going to be by Akeem Hunt. I don't think what I'm worried about this game is I think the Chiefs will be able to establish the run early, and because of that, the Raiders' secondary is pretty weak and has been very exposed lately. And if they can establish the run, then they're going to have a lot of big passes downfield to Travis Kelce, and people like that. So I'm really worried about that. But hopefully that doesn't happen. But the more I think about it, the more I think the Raiders don't have a chance. Sorry, Raiders fans. But man, this is an interesting game. Who I think the MVPs will be. This is gonna be for the Raiders, it'll be pretty easy. I'm going to say that it's going to be Khalil Mack, because there's a lot of players on both sides that, yeah, I'm just saying for the Raiders, I'm just thinking about this. I really, really hope they win, but I don't think they will. Maybe the Raiders could win if they can establish the run. I think a lot of the fights in the AFC West are establishing the run. If you can establish the run within the AFC West, a lot of these teams you could win. So if Marshawn Lynch can maybe pick it up, he could win, but I don't think they're gonna win. If the Raiders would win, I would guess the beast mode to be the MVP of the Raiders, but I don't think the Raiders are gonna win. So I'm gonna say Khalil Mack, because he's gonna have at least one sack. Like, even if they get destroyed, Khalil Mack, he's a good player. Everyone in the AFC has one of those players. I've said it a lot of times before. I'll say it again. We have Von Miller. The Chiefs have Justin Houston. The Chargers have Joey Bosa. And then, of course, the Raiders have Khalil Sack, as some people like to call him. But for the Chiefs, it's going to be a pretty generic one. Just Akeem Hunt. I just think they're going to establish the run, and it's going to be over. So I really hope that's not going to happen. But I'm sorry if this video is short. I just wanted to make a preview on the game, since this is a very interesting game, even for everyone in the AFC West to watch, and even in the rest of the league. Even though the AFC West doesn't get nearly enough attention as it deserves, I feel like it should get much more like news attention and stuff, but it doesn't that much. But whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Denver Broncos, they the truth. Quick to hit you with the mile, I salute. Got the doubters and the haters on mute. From head to foot, draped out in orange and blue.